Hey Fragrance Junkie gang, welcome back to the channel, and if you are new, welcome. You guys, I cannot believe it is already the end of July and it is time for me to upload my end of the month home fragrance empties. Starting with the room sprays, I enjoyed all three of these fragrances, Fresh Amalfi Lemon to All a Good Night and Mornings in the Garden. If these returned, I would definitely repurchase all three of these fragrances. Moving on to the wax melts, Line Dried Linen from Better Homes and Gardens and Bubbles from Sensationals are two of my favorite fresh, clean linen laundry fragrances. You will probably see these come up in another empties video because I did OD on purchasing those two fragrances. As far as Relaxing Orchid and Vanilla from Yankee Candle, I enjoyed that fragrance as well. I enjoyed it as an end of the night, like wind down fragrance in my bedroom. Those wax melts were actually gifted to me, so I'm not sure if this fragrance has been retired, but I actually enjoyed it more than the candle that I'm about to show you guys from Yankee. So as far as all three of these wax melts, I would definitely repurchase them. Moving on to the candles, this is Wild Orchid from Yankee, and this is a prime example as to why you definitely have to keep your eyes on your candles while burning them. I was not burning this in a hurricane, nor was I burning this one past 3 hours because this one did burn hot and fast despite it having like thinner wicks. I was burning this for up to 3 hours and I just so happened to go check on it to turn it out towards the end of the burn, and this third wick drifted so close to the glass it was literally up against the glass, like the flame was melting the label off. So I probably could have got one more burn out of this, but I got tired of repositioning the wicks to try to finish it out. This is just a sweet floral fragrance with a little bit of musk to it. Kind of one of those like purple floral fragrances, almost similar to Amethyst Dreams, I think it was called, from Bath and Body Works. So if you like sweet florals, this one is nice, but it wasn't something that I felt like I was in love with. Strength and Throw was a solid 6 in a closed concept. So this Wild Orchid floral fragrance will be a one-time purchase for me. Leaves from Bath and Body Works, y'all already know this is a 10 out of 10 certified powerhouse when it comes to the strength and throw of the fragrance. This one was burning nice and clean, but the wicks did get puny at the midway point, so I tossed it on my warmer. I usually only purchase leaves one time a year during the fall, so because I already got my leaves fixed, I won't be picking it up again this year. But if I feel that I'm in the mood for it next year, I would definitely repurchase it. Cranberry Orange Seltzer was another one that I ended up enjoying. This one had a high strength and throw. I would give it an 8 to 9 in an open concept without a hurricane. Burn performance was pretty good. Towards the end, I was just letting it finish out, so the wax got a little bit discolored, but it's no soot collected around the jar. If this fragrance returned, I like the fragrance, even though I was mainly using this for eliminating cooking odors, but I still enjoyed lighting it just to burn it sometimes when I wasn't using it to eliminate odors. So if this returned due to the fragrance blend and the high strength and throw, I would repurchase it. My beloved Eucalyptus and Cotton from Kringle. When I say I absolutely love this candle, I purchased this candle a total of 4 times. This one is my empties, and then I have 3 more backups. This fragrance gave everything it was supposed to give. It had notes of eucalyptus, clean cotton, lemon, bergamot, I think that was sage on there, white powder, white musk, amber, and soft woods. This had the strength of a 7 and the throw of an 8 without a hurricane, and both are open and closed concept. If you like fresh, clean eucalyptus notes and cotton linen notes, and this goes back on sale again and you haven't picked it up yet, I highly recommend this candle. Absolutely love it. Definitely repurchase worthy. And the burn performance was amazing. No issues with the burn. Sea Salt and Cells. Now I remember when this first debuted, this had a solid 7 strength and throw in my closed concept, and this batch was a little bit lighter for me. It was like a 6. At the halfway point it did soot, so I did toss it on my warmer. I did purchase a backup, so hopefully the backup performs well. If I don't get around to burning it this summer and finishing it out, then I will more than likely just carry it over to next summer, and that will probably be the last time I purchase Sea Salt and Cells. I do love the fragrance, but I've just been purchasing it and like repurchasing backups of it so much that I'm kind of over the scent. But if you like fresh, clean aquatic scents that have a nice touch of sweetness to them, then Sea Salt and Cells is definitely a good fragrance to try out. Shower playlist from Friday Collective. I think at one point Yankee was like darn near giving these candles out. This was a single wick. It did sit. Strength and throw was low. I kept this in my daughter's room because they have like the smallest bedroom out of the 3 bedrooms in the house. This was just a fresh, clean, like, you know, shower aquatic type of fragrance. It was okay. I wish it did have some throw to it because it was a nice fragrance, but like I said, it did end up sitting, so I had to keep my eye on the burn time so it wouldn't sit too much. But I don't even think Yankee has this brand on their website anymore, so I believe this is discontinued. But if it wasn't, I don't think I would repurchase the single wicks. Like, it literally was like unscented. So this one and done. I did do a dedicated review of Coastal Cottage here on the channel, so if you want a more in-depth review, you can definitely check out that video. But overall, strength on this one, I would say the strength and throw was a 4 in the open concept, 5 in a closed concept. For the most part, it burned pretty good. This just wasn't remarkable to me, and it had low strength and throw, so this was a one and done. Definitely would not repurchase. Firecracker Pop. This is such a nostalgic scent for me. It reminds me of my childhood, going to the ice cream truck and getting the red, white, and blue popsicle. Even though this isn't everybody's favorite, I make sure I get at least one of these every year. Now this one burnt clean, but I did notice it was a bit of a slow burner. My wicks never like got puny, but it did like take a while pulling out, and at times it looked like the flames were burning a little low. So I just kept this in my Hurricane, where it was a solid 7 in my open concept. Like I said, I get one of these every year, so I definitely will repurchase Firecracker Pop. Then we have Vanilla Cloud. You guys, I swear this was Palo Santo and vanilla dressed up in a floral packaging, because for the scent notes, I did not get the airy freesia. I mostly got vanilla cream and woods. Now the difference I would say between those two is that this one was lighter in strength and throw. It was like a 5 to 6 in a closed concept. 5 if I didn't place it in a Hurricane, 6 if I did. Where Palo Santo is more of a 6 to a solid 7 in my closed concept. I did enjoy this. The packaging is absolutely beautiful. I didn't back it up. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I already have multiple Palo Santo and vanilla candles, but this leaned closer to Palo Santo and vanilla to my nose than Marshmallow Fireside. Like, this doesn't have that smokiness that Marshmallow Fireside has. And I had literally just got done burning through a Palo Santo and vanilla, and I went ahead and pulled this one out and lit it and swore I accidentally grabbed the wrong candle. So this was nice. It burned clean. No issues with the burn. But definitely a one and done. I'd rather just have the strength and throw of Palo Santo and vanilla compared to this one. Tusin Vineyard from Goose Creek, certified powerhouse, 10 out of 10 strength and throw. This one does return often. It does lean more of like a sweet grape fragrance versus smelling like a wine. So if you like strong sweet grape fragrances, then this is a good one to have. No issues with the burn, just a little bit of soot at one point. But as I was finishing out the candle, it burnt nice and clean. It's just that my wax, I think I had this one for like 3 years. So when I noticed my wax turned from like white to like an off-white color, I was like, yeah, we got to burn through this one and finish it. But it didn't affect the fragrance. It still smelled the same, and it still had a nice strong strength and throw. I would repurchase this one because it did, despite it being a powerhouse, it was a nice sweet grape fragrance. However, I would like to see Goose Creek bring back Teakwood Merlot. That candle was amazing. I think I bought that candle, I want to say it was maybe 2 years ago when I first started getting into Goose Creek, and I wish I would have backed it up. It was a nice, like, rich, woody, actual like wine scent. So hopefully they bring that one back, because that one used to come out around the holiday time, and I had only purchased it one time. It had good strength and throw, and the fragrance was nice. So Tusin Vineyard, I would probably repurchase it again, but certain fragrances like this, like grape, I have to be in the mood for. And like I said, I think I had this one for 3 years, so it took me a while to actually burn through it and finish it. But overall, it's a nice strong grape fragrance that I feel is repurchase worthy. Why, oh why didn't I get a backup of the Perfect Spring? This was so amazing. You got all of the scent notes listed, as you can see, solid 7 Strength and Throw in a closed concept, spring air, fresh grass, apple blossoms. While I didn't burn this in the spring and I didn't get around to it until the summer, it still was a nice scent to burn during the summer. Wish I would have backed it up. Nice clean burn, no issues, and if it returns again for Candle Day, I will definitely repurchase it. Out of this collection, Roasted Sesame was the one I thought I was not going to purchase, and it ended up being the one that I enjoyed the most out of the 3 scents that I picked up. This had the strength of a 7 in my open concept with the throw of an 8, so it had a high throw. Enjoyed it so much, I did repurchase it again to enjoy in the fall time. Nice clean burn, no issues. I know people was comparing this to, I think it was Pumpkin Peanut Brittle. I never had that one before, but for what this fragrance was, I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I did back it up, because to me, when I reviewed this candle, it definitely leaned more of a fall fragrance. So I cannot wait to light that candle up when it gets cooler and enjoy it as a nice cozy, it's a gourmand, but it's like a savory. It leans more savory than sweet. So definitely can't wait to light my backup up in the fall and enjoy it. Cafe Latte, I did a dedicated review on this candle as well. Strength and Throw was a solid 6 in my open concept, so it mostly stayed between my kitchen and my dining room where I had it lit. Towards the end, it got super dirty because I just didn't care. I was just trying to finish the candle. The fragrance just was like a flat, like caramel. It didn't really give like a latte or coffee vibe to my nose, so this will be a one-time purchase for me. Then we have Coconut Pina Colada from Bath and Body Works. This had the strength of a 6 with the throw of a 7, so it did throw throughout my entire open concept without the use of a hurricane. Burn performance was flawless on this one. I didn't back this one up just because I had so many, and I still have a lot of like coconut and pineapple and mango and fruity summer scents. But overall, this was a nice fragrance blend. I do wish it was a little more creamier, like an actual pina colada. But the scent blend was still nice, and it had good strength and throw, so that makes it repurchase worthy in my book. Seab Breze from Kringle was a really nice authentic coconut banana like beachy blend. I really did enjoy the fragrance, but the first half of the candle started off pretty light. I believe the strength and throw was in the low range. It was about a 3 to 4 without a hurricane. But once I got below the halfway point, the strength and throw picked up to be at least a 6. I'm gonna say a solid 6 in a closed concept. So because I really like the fragrance, I probably would repurchase it like next year if it returned. But as far as like backing it up like multiple times, I don't feel like that's necessary for this one due to the strength and throw. But the overall fragrance blend was amazing on this candle. Absolutely love these black jars with the labels that Goose Creek released this summer. This is Mango Sunshine. Now to me, this one leaned a little more, I think it was pineapple and lemon. Strength and throw was a 7 to an 8, but the pineapple and lemon was more at the forefront to me than the mango note. The mango was more in the background, but it still was a nice like fruity, tropical, citrusy blend for the summertime. Burn performance was pretty good with this one. Towards the end, the wax maybe got a little bit of soot in there, but for the majority of the burn, it was nice. Again, I had a lot of scents like this in the stash, so I didn't feel the need to repurchase it, so I didn't back it up. But as far as the strength and throw, the burn performance, and the fragrance, this one would definitely be repurchase worthy. Banana Palm Leaf to me was similar to Under the Sun from Bath and Body Works. Burn performance overall was pretty good. A little bit of wick residue in the jar as the candle was burning, and I believe this was a soft medium 5 to 6. In either an open concept and a closed concept, but I mostly kept this in my open concept. These type of fragrances, the banana Laffy Taffy, you know, sunscreeny. This one, I feel like Under the Sun leaned a little bit more sunscreen than Banana Palm Leaf, but they still had that artificial banana Laffy Taffy smell. And usually these type of fragrances, I'm okay enjoying one of during the summer as a fun summer scent. And I ended up with 2. Due to blind buying this one, because I think I had already had Under the Sun purchased from Bath and Body Works. So still haven't burned my Under the Sun yet. Hopefully I can get through that in August for my August empties. But like I said, with these type of scents, I'm good with just one. So one-time purchase for me. This was one of the blends that I was glad that I purchased that actually smelled like a blended candle, because you definitely got the floral and the sugared lemon zest in this. To me, the strength on this one was a 6 with the throw of a 7 in an open concept without a hurricane. So I was able to enjoy this one as an open concept burn, even though I think I did try it in my bedroom once or twice. But overall burn performance was flawless on this one. I didn't back it up because it was just something I wanted to try out that was a new release at Summer SAS, but I did enjoy the fragrance. I love florals and I like lemon scented candles, so this was a really nice fragrance blend. Absolutely love Mahogany Vanilla from Bath and Body Works. This is a really nice like bedroom type of candle, so that's where I mostly enjoy this one, where the strength and throw is a solid 7. Burn performance was amazing on this one. And because I have one more in this packaging style, I didn't repurchase the one that was released earlier this year in the spring 1 release, I think it was. I don't know if it was spring 1 or spring preview. But if I burn through, I think I'll be okay. Because by the time I reach for Mahogany Vanilla again, it probably won't be until it's like super like cool, like late fall, winter time. And by the time it comes back again, I probably will just wait till it comes back out during the fall if it's released again in the fall. But this is a really nice fragrance blend. If you don't like the regular mahogany teak wood, the vanilla in this really sweetens it up and smooths the fragrance out and keeps it from being too much of a sharp cologne-y scent. So highly recommend this one if you never tried it. Basil leaf and apple. The strength and throw on this one was low to low medium. I give it a 4 to 5 out of 10 in an open concept. Mostly was just an apple fragrance to me. Wasn't anything remarkable. Didn't back it up. Don't plan to repurchase it, but the burn on it was flawless. So if you're looking to purchase this candle for the fall and you don't mind that the basil note is lacking in this, it does perform well. It's just the strength and throw may be a little on the low medium side. So depending on where you place it and how big the room is that you place it in. But for me, it was low to low medium and it was just okay. So I don't plan to pick this one up again. Mr. McGregors Garden from Goose Creek. I really enjoyed this fragrance. It was like a nice fresh green garden scent. Unfortunately, it did start to soot and burn hot with these thick rope like wicks, so on the warmer it went. Strength and throw was a solid 7 in a closed concept and about a 6.5 in my open concept. I didn't back it up. I didn't repurchase it because I had a lot of like, you know, garden scents and botanical scents and fresh florals. But I did enjoy the fragrance blend and I wish I could have finished burning it because it was amazing as far as the scent goes. But if something like this returned next spring, I would definitely pick it up and try it again. Sweater weather. I absolutely love this candle. I pretty much get this every year, at least one. Sometimes if the packaging is super cute and I get the white barn one, then I'll go ahead and get the cute packaging as well. And I typically burn through them during the winter time, but I kind of wanted to switch it up. So I do have one in my stash from last year, so I won't be repurchasing the newer version from this year. I remember sweater weather being super strong before, and this one fell more in the medium range. So I still enjoyed the fragrance because I could still smell it throughout my open concept. I picked up this Blue Lava Sanctuary candle from my local supermarket. I think it was ShopRite, and it smelled like a dupe. I never smelled the, I think it's called Capri Blue Volcano. Everybody is like duping that fragrance. This was like a citrusy, fresh grapefruit kind of tart. It had no strength and throw. It was pretty much scentless, so I definitely won't pick it up again. But on cold, it smelled promising. So I thought it would have a nice strength and throw in my open concept, but definitely one and done. And it did burn pretty good though. And I think it was only like $5 or something like that. So, but I would have liked to be able to smell something, like get some type of strength and throw from it, despite it being $5. But one-time purchase for me. Ocean and Vanilla Bean from Bath and Body Works surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to smell the way it did. It kind of smelled like lime to me, mixed with vanilla for some reason. Strength and throw was between a 5 to a 5.5. Wicks dudded out. Got puny. I got tired of the slow burn, so I tossed it on a warmer. Thank goodness I didn't back it up. I liked it for what it was, but I didn't love it. So it was a one-time purchase. If this returns next year, I would pass on it. Y'all know I am a fresh clean lover, so I pulled out a fresh sheets from my stash. When this came out in a single wick, I absolutely loved it. So I'm so glad they brought it out in 3-wick format for like 2 years in a row now. Nice clean burn, no issues. This was a solid 7 for me in my open concept. I think I have 1 or maybe 2 left in my stash, so I did not repurchase it this year. But if I burn through my 1 or 2 that's left in my stash and it comes back next year, then I definitely would repurchase it. Sparkling Watermelon from Bath & Body Works was another good one that I enjoyed this summer. Strength and Throw was in a high range. This one did burn hot, fast, and sooty. So while my wax pool didn't get murky, you could see the soot in the jar on the sides. And I had to keep an eye on the burn time with this one because of how hot and fast it burned. I was shocked with this one because I usually don't like watermelon, how Bath & Body Works does watermelon, like watermelon lemonade. That is not a favorite of mine. I never purchased it, had it once and did not enjoy it. So this one was actually much better than that one in my opinion. Enjoyed the Strength and Throw. Didn't back it up, but it definitely was repurchase worthy. It was a real nice like watermelon. I think was it cantaloupe. Yeah, cantaloupe. It was a nice watermelon and cantaloupe blend. So if this one returned, I would repurchase it. Coastal Driftwood from Goose Creek was a solid 7. Definitely leaned like a masculine woody scent, that typical like beachy driftwood masculine cologne type of scent. Wax did get slightly discolored towards me finishing it out because I think this was like a bluish shade with some wick residue, but it didn't really burn like super hot and fast. I enjoyed it, but it's so typical. It's like a typical fragrance that I'm used to smelling from Bath & Body Works, so I wouldn't repurchase it, but I did enjoy this one. Spring Rain from Bath & Body Works for me fell into the soft medium range. It was a 5 to 6. It was just okay. It wasn't anything remarkable, so I didn't back it up. Don't plan to repurchase it, but the burn was absolutely amazingly clean on this candle, so I have to give it that. But if you're looking to try like a nice like fresh aquatic scent to transition from late summer into early fall, then this is a nice one. The packaging is super cute on it, but one-time purchase for me. Patchouli and Rosewood, such a baddie, such a sophisticated blend. Absolutely love this fragrance in my bedroom. Solid 7 Strength and Throw. Flawless burn on this candle. I have 2 more in my stash, which is why I didn't repurchase it when it came out repackaged as Sedona Sandstone. So I'm just going to enjoy the 2 I have, and if by the time I burn through those it returns, I would definitely repurchase it. Seashells from Kringle. I absolutely enjoyed this candle. Strength and Throw was between a 6 to a 6.5 for me. I tried this in my open concept. It filled the living room, and I mostly enjoyed it in my bedroom. I did do a dedicated review on this one. The scent notes are marine, ozone, watery, fruity, green, floral, gardenia, jasmine, rose, moss, musky, and woody. You don't really get too much of the base notes. You get the musk, but not the moss and the woodiness. You get the florals. It's fresh, it's watery, and you get some sweetness from the fruit. And that musk kind of lends like almost like a linen type of scent to the florals and the fruits and the freshness of the fragrance. So this one I would definitely repurchase. I like that this one at least started out at a 6 to a 6.5 for me, where Seab Breze, it didn't build up to like a 6 until after the halfway point of burning the candle. So this one I would definitely repurchase. And nice flawless burn with no issues. Y'all know I love lavender, and I love lavender and vanilla blends, so I was so glad Bath & Body Works brought this one back. Burn performance on this one was flawless. I would get this a strong medium, solid 7 in my bedroom without a hurricane. I did repurchase this one multiple times. I think I had 3 backups, and I had bought my mom one and she enjoyed it so much, so I figured since I had 3 of these, and I think I have like 3 or 4 lavender vanillas from Goose Creek, I went ahead and gifted her one of my Bath & Body Works lavender vanilla. So I believe I have 2 left. Cannot wait to pull this one out again to enjoy it. I'll probably do it more towards like fall when it's starting to get dark out earlier and I just want a nice cozy bedroom scent. But if this returns, I will definitely repurchase it. Sweet Pea was a solid 7 for me in my bedroom. I believe this one burned hot and fast a little bit too, and sooty once we got past the halfway point. But the wax didn't discolor. The fragrance wasn't affected by that. I wish I would have grabbed 2 of these because I absolutely love the fragrance Sweet Pea, but I only bought 1 because I was trying to behave on Candle Day. But if this comes back, I would definitely repurchase it. One of my favorites from Bath & Body Works, Sweet Red Mango. I have been buying this continuously and backing it up continuously every time it comes back. High strength and throw in an open concept. Nice clean burn. I believe I have 2 more of these in my stash, so I may pull out 1 more to enjoy. I don't know why it look like it's a lot of wax left in there, because I could have sworn it, like, yeah, I could see the wick clips. But yeah, I believe I have 2 more of these in my stash, so I may pull out 1 more to enjoy before the summer is over and then save my 1 more backup for next summer. But if you have never tried this candle and it comes back next year, definitely pick it up. I think it will because it's such a good seller, and if it does, I would definitely repurchase it. Stress Relief from Bath & Body Works. I always got to have one of these on hand. High strength and throw, but it's not to the point where for me it's headache inducing, because I can burn this in my bedroom and enjoy it, or my open concept. Flawless burn on this candle. I believe I have 1 more in my stash, and I don't know why I didn't pick it up for $12.95, because usually when they do a good price point like that and I have a coupon, I grab one. But I think I was being conscious of all the eucalyptus scents I currently have that I need to burn through. So by the time I burn through quite a few of my eucalyptus fragrances, it'll be time to repurchase this again. But always, as long as this is around, I will repurchase it. I made it through the first Paris Cafe that I ever purchased. This one, you already know, has a high strength and throw. I really enjoy this in my open concept, but it's definitely one I have to be in the mood for. This one had a much better burn than like the packages that I've purchased after this one. When was this one? I guess this was a 2022. But yeah, and I think that's when I purchased it. I feel like it was 2022. I believe I have 2 more in my stash. I don't know how. I know I picked up the new one that was released with the cherry pound cake, whatever it was called, and then Main Street Bakery candle. So I did pick up that packaging because Paris Cafe, from when I started purchasing it, I never saw it in like a cute packaging like that before. And I must have picked up another one. I don't know if it was Candle Day. I can't remember, but I think I ended up with 2, and I don't know how, but won't be repurchasing this one for a while because, like I said, I have to be in the mood for this one, and it definitely takes a while to get through. But if you like strong, robust coffee fragrances, this one does have that added brioche note, so it's not everybody's favorite, but I can tolerate this one, just not on a every single morning lighting this one up. So, but I do think the fragrance is pretty good. Last but not least, we have Coral from Kringle. Really enjoyed this fragrance. Just off the cold sniff, I repurchased the backup. The strength and throw was in the low medium range. I give it a 5 to 6 out of 10. This is a nice, like, pretty perfumey conceptual fragrance. One thing about these 3 wicks, the wick clips, whether you burn it in a hurricane or not, they tend to loosen and drift. I got tired of that with this candle. Now, I think for Seab Breze and Seashells, if it did drift and I put it back in place, it didn't do it again. This one constantly did it, so I got tired of it. So what I did was finish the fragrance off on my warmer. So that's why it looks like it's so much wax left in there. Hopefully that's something that Kringle fixes with the wick clips loosening up with these 3 wicks. But other than that, I did enjoy the fragrance. Now, I do wish it was more of a solid 7 in my bedroom because it's such a pretty scent. If by the time I burn through my second one and I feel the need to repurchase it again because it's such a nice, different, unique type of fragrance, I probably would repurchase it just off the fragrance alone and knowing that it has more of a softer medium strength and throw. I wouldn't go overboard and probably purchase as many of it as I did with Eucalyptus and Cotton, but it's definitely repurchase worthy, and I did repurchase it. So beautiful fragrance. Wish it was a little stronger, but I did enjoy the candle overall. That is it, you guys. That is all I have for July's home fragrance empties. I know this was a bit of a long one, but I did empty 36 candles this month. So I emptied 14 more candles than I emptied in June, which was, I think, 22. So not too bad. I'm proud of myself. I don't know if I'm gonna empty this many come August because this was a lot to film, but and I'm ready to get the empties out of my house that's piling up in the corner in the crates. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, bye.